Hello and welcome to another video of VDS Systems. Today I want to show you the Cisco RV345. I bought this one for a small customer which is already in the cloud, so it only need basic internet and some network connections, like 10, 15 connections. So the reason why I went with the 345 is because there is a little switch included. The 340 has only 4 ports, this one has 16 ports. So I'll show you in a minute. So you have different models in the 340 series. And I want to show you first what's in the box, of course. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now you get some little feet to place it on a desk or on a shelf. And you get some screws because there are, I've been told, there are brackets inside. You can mount it in a rack. So that was also an option for me to choose this one. You get some documentation, of course, the quick start guide here. Let me just see. It's probably on 254 at the end. No, it's on 0.1 at the end, and the default username is Cisco. The default password is Cisco, if you're wondering. So always handy to know. Now in this box also a lot of cables. First of all is the adapter here. So that was not so happy to get this. I thought the power supply would be inside the box, so it's separate. I would have liked the power inside, like a normal switch, or rather. You get another Cisco cable, so you probably can configure it to do with CLI also, Cisco commands. You get the power cable itself. So this is a European plug, and I think there's an American or another country here. Yeah, you get this one. Which is it, American or other ones? I have to look it up, I'm not sure. And what's this? A network cable, one network cable. Wow, we need that. That's fantastic. You get one cable for 16 ports. Okay, and the device itself, of course. Oh, careful, on this side we have the brackets, 1 and 2. I thought it felt heavy, so that's 1, and let's unpack the device itself. Let me get the box out of the way. There we go. So, let's see, is that a good idea to show you a little bit better? Okay, so the device itself is pretty light. It's not heavy because, of course, the power supply isn't inside. I hope then, because the power supply isn't inside, it's a good cooling. So it doesn't heat up. I don't know. I have to test it if it heats up or not. So in front is, you get some status LEDs here on the side: power, VPN, DMZ, and diagnostic. There are 2 USB ports. I've been reading, well, one on the front and I think one at the back. Nope. That's weird. Why does it says USB 1 and USB 2? Okay, not sure why there's 2 USB LEDs, only 1 USB connection. I have to read the specs, I'll find it out somehow. Then you get 2 one connections, so you can dual connect with the dual service provider. So that's pretty handy. And then you get 16 network connections here, which are gigabit speed. Now on this side is a little vent. Oh, and here we go. USB 2. That's a weird place to put it. I don't like that. Sorry. So on the side is here the vent for the air. There is no ventilators inside, so it's all passively cooled. So it should be quiet. On the back side we get an on and off switch. Yeah, of course the power connector itself and the console cable. That's a normal place. Although I would see it more in the front, and another vent here. Now we can have, as you can see, it's not a very wide device, so if you want to put it in a 19-inch rack, you need to put on the brackets here. And then, as you can see, these fit up nicely to put in a 19-inch rack. So that was one condition for me. The 345 has the 16 port, so I can eliminate this extra switch, so I can hook up all my devices here. The 340 has only 4 ports in the back, so that wasn't good. And there is a 345P model, which is PoE. So if you want PoE, go with the 345P model. Also dual one, same specs as this one, but it's a power over Ethernet. And I'm thinking it has a more powerful adapter. I think this one is, let's see, can I find it quick? Output is 12 volts, 2.5 amps. So not that very high, normal adapter. Now I'm gonna hook it up and see what the interface is like. I'm guessing it's almost like every other switch of Cisco SG Small Business Series. But anyway, we're gonna look inside and see the overview of a quick of the features. Okay, so let's go ahead and log into the device. I cheated a little and I already logged in with a new password. So normally you get a first screen where you have to change your password here. I already did that, sorry. Okay, first of all, I always look at the settings itself here and don't use the wizards, so that way I know where everything is. But you can go here and quickly go with update your firmware router, your initial setup, VPNs, and yeah, the one settings and such. But if you go through one of them one by one, then you know better where to look in the future. So like the first thing I always do is check the firmware. So if you go here, upgrade router firmware, you find your version, but like I said, go through one by one, administration and file management. There you find the same page. The current version is installed, this one. And I've been looking on the internet. The new one is 0.17. Making of this video is March 2018 and the release date here is 22 June, so it's not much of a big difference. So up to you if you want to switch to new firmware or not. And here on the bottom you can say firmware upgrade and then PC, and then you can choose a file to upload. That's one way I found. I think, I don't know if it's correct. Under system configuration you see also automatic update, and it does automatic update to system firmware, USB modem firmware and security signatures. So you can set up a time when to do it. You can do a weekly or a monthly check, and of course you can email yourself. So that's the first thing I do, is check the firmware. Then the second thing is my time. It's usually set to something like this. It's totally not correct because it doesn't have internet. It can check automatically, so it's probably should use an NTP server. I would prefer an NTP server. You can do it manually here, and also daylight savings is also possible. Third thing I do is set up my logs, enable my logs, so I can see what's happening on my firewall. You can route it to a syslog server, of course, and also email the logs to you. Link to email settings page, so you have to put in an email server so you can send the emails, of course. So that's one thing. Now then, let's start and configuring it. I would first change my my interface, my IP address of my LAN local area network site. So if I'm correctly, it should be here. Yes. So it's defined on the VLAN, so you can do edit here, and you can change your IP address to whatever you want. So I think it's possible to do a class A, C, B, and C, because you can fill in 16 here, and I don't know, something like that. I don't know what you want to do with it. Also, IP version 6 is supported, so you can set up the VLANs here. Can add easily the VLANs here, but I'm not sure why the name is not possible to change here, and I don't see anything where I can change it. So that's a bit of disappointment. I want to be able to change the name too, and I'm not able to now. So let's cancel, and maybe here, no. Can we change the name here? Nope. So that's just something I want to look into. I want to investigate. So where were we? We were in the system configuration. Let's go to some administration settings. You can reboot here, diagnostics, do some stuff here, licensing here. Let's see. It's in evaluation mode, the AnyConnect VPN and the web filter. I don't need any web filters. I have other tools for that, so that's fine. Let's see, certificates. You can default is the web server. You can import certificates. Thank God. Config management. Ah yeah. When you save or change something, you have to save it, and you can do it here. Let's go to system configuration. We already covered that a bit. So email settings, discovery, bonjour. It's not enabled. Oh, sorry, it is enabled on VLAN 1, and probably you can change it on the other ones. Updates. Service management here. If you wanna add some new ports, easily to add some service management here. Give it a name, choose TCP or both UDP, the ports, range, the port number, and you are good to go. Schedule, what is that? I don't know what to schedule. You have probably, when you add a rule, you can set up anytime, business, evening hours. So the schedule here is predefined. So can we change them? Yes, business hours is from 9 to 6, not 7:30. I don't know where you work, but it's from 9 to 6. Apply. Monday to Friday, yes, okay. Now on the one side, you have dual WAN support, so that's nice, but you also have mobiles. You can buy a USB stick and put it in here on the device and set up 4G or 3G, which is nice. So you can redundancy to a 3G or 4G internet connection. So that's nice. So you get 4 redundancies. So first one, let's say first provider, second one is the second provider, and let's do mobile, third provider on a mobile card. So let's go to multi-one, and here you can set the priorities for failover or load balancing, which is nice. So you can give up the weight. So let's say this is the first one I want, but only want. Can we do that? No. We can change the number here. Oh, that's oh, that's not okay. Anyway, you can do some in policy routing also here. So let's say we do from one server, we go to destination to any. You choose the traffic you want to go, and you put them on the second interface or something. So let's say you have two mail servers, and you want one on the first interface outgoing and the other one on the second. Nice touch. We already went through mobile networks. You get hardware DMZ. Okay, change LAN 16 to DMZ port. I'm guessing port 16 to DMZ port. So that's possible. Dynamic DNS on the different WAN interfaces, and the rest is almost same like every other router. So you get quality of service. You can put up the interface of each port, also link aggregation enabled or not. You can do port mirroring. You can do different VLANs, DHCP, yes or no. You can add DHCP on the interface. I don't have any other VLANs right now. Routing. If you want to use RIP, you can enable it here, or you can do static routing also, or IGMP. Sorry. Now the firewall rules is the most thing I use probably to forward some ports for port forwarding. It's right here, and the access rule. The access rule is a little bit different than I'm used to, but I'll figure it out. So divided NIP versions 4 rules and NIP version 6 rules. That's handy. So what else? The VPNs probably won't work right now because my license isn't enabled. So site to site would work, but the teleworker VPN client with AnyConnect won't work, I think. So you need a license for that. Security, what's that? Application controllers. Okay. You can do some extra application control, I think. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. So a little bit more than just a layer 2 router, so it's a little bit more. That's good. You can do some web filtering. Won't work either because my license is in evaluation mode, and yeah, you need license. Some coupling filter, block matched URL, only match URL, so that's nice. And IP source card is also available. I think you need a license for this also. Let's see. So let's go back to administration and see evaluation mode. See, you need licenses for different parts of the Let's see if we can go here. Yeah, you need license. Sorry to say that you want more functionality, you need a license. Okay, that's a very quick overview of all the different settings, not all of them. But if you want me to show you something more, just let me know in the comments. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe. And I want to thank you for watching.